In this video, I'm going to break down a 1 to 3 risk reward short trade on the Euro US dollar following my proven, repeatable, simple setup. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Dirk. Subscribe to my channel. Follow my page on Instagram. That way you get more of these updates. So as always, I did call this trade beforehand, before it actually set up that way. And that's important to know because anyone can do hindsight analysis when you know what's going to happen. It's a different story when someone calls it in advance and then it plays out exactly in that way. So you can see here in my VIP Discord in Forex chart discussions, I'm calling out this potential range setup on Euro US dollar. Let's take a look at what happened. Now we're here in the charts, and as you can see, this is the range setup that we had based on the low to the high. So after a move, the wick low to the reaction high generates the range. Then what we're looking for is either a sweep of the high and a drop back into the range, or a sweep of the low and a pullback into the range for a setup. So if it sweeps the low first, once it reclaims the range, we take a stop at the sweep low with an entry here on the reclaim targeting the opposite side, and vice versa. If it sweeps the high first, as it did here in this case, it swept the high, drop back in, then we can take a trade to the bottom of the range. And in this case, I took the trade a little bit wider with a bit more conservative stop. Could have been shorter here also, in which case obviously it would have improved the risk reward massively, because you can see here, if I move this down to the high over here and we'd be looking on a low time frame on like a 1 minute chart, you can see that would change it to a 1 to 8 risk reward. But being a little bit more cautious and didn't want to get stopped out, this was more safe and it gave us a 1 to 3, and it played out very, very quickly. So again, very simple setup. You can see we defined the range, doing nothing in the middle of the range and simply waiting for a sweep. We got the sweep here, even though it's a tiny little wick, sometimes that's enough. Got the sweep, can take a shot at it, just the stop here a little bit higher to be safe, targeting the opposite side. And as soon as it hit it, you can see that's all it did. It took out these lows over here, and then obviously it just continued on. But the range is complete. It took the high, took the low, and then it's done. And sure, it goes back and it chops around sideways, but that's it. One trade, 1 to 3 risk reward. Very, very easy. Make sure to follow my channel if you want more updates like this, more trade breakdowns, and be sure to follow my page on Instagram too.